So now that I know that this phone has a feature, I was able to make it smaller to begin with. So I'm excited about that. That's the new iPhone 11. The other iPhone, it was just so big and I would have to be close up on it. So yeah. Anyway, this is Sig Sentence Continued, but this time we're going to talk about liquids because it is slightly different, okay? So we're still looking at how to transcribe this. So let's go ahead and look at this Sig Sentence and let us transcribe it. So we have TK2 TSPs POTID X 5 days. So we're going to do take 2 teaspoons by mouth 3 times a day for 5 days. So the transcription down here will read that. Take 2 teaspoons by mouth 3 times per day for 5 days. Again, on the exam, I'm going to give you 10 of these, 10 questions that are Sig sentences, and it's your job to transcribe them to look like this, and then also solve for the quantity. So looking at this, let's look at our dose. Where is our dose? We're going to go ahead and start underlining stuff. Our dose is going to be 2 teaspoons. What's our frequency? Our frequency is 3 times a day. So this is our dose, this is our frequency, and then our duration is how long. Okay? The reason why liquids are different is because you have to convert teaspoons into mLs. We're not just going to add 2 times 3 times 5. We have to convert this into mLs first. So if you were looking at your SIG codes or your flashcards on Quizlet, how many mLs are in a teaspoon? You can go ahead and say it out loud to yourself right now. 3, 2, 1. And the answer is 5. There are 5 mLs in 1 teaspoon. So we can go ahead and put that 5 right here because each teaspoon signifies 5, okay? So if we have 2 of them, then that means we have a total of 10 mLs. Run that back turbo, okay? 5 mLs per teaspoon. If I have 2 of them, then I have a total of 10 mLs. 2 teaspoons at 5 ml each constitutes 10 mLs total. How many times a day is TID? Remember, bi, tri, quad with our SIG codes. TID is going to be 3 times a day. So that 3 goes here. Then our duration, how long? 5. Okay, I did the math. 10 times 3 is 30. 30 times 5 is 150. So in order to get credit for the exam, you would transcribe the SIG sentence and then solve for how many mLs there is. I don't necessarily have to see the equation on the exam because you are typing it, but as long as I see the quantity for the order, that's fine, okay? So that is how you do a liquid quantity to dispense. Now, if we were to do one with tablespoons, I can quickly show you a tablespoon example because tablespoons is not the same thing, right? So let's say we have take 3 tablespoons by mouth, BID, times 2 days, okay? I'm just making this up. If we have a tablespoon question, take 3 tablespoons by mouth twice a day for 2 days. How many mLs is in a tablespoon? You can say it out loud to yourself. How many mLs are in a tablespoon? Okay, the answer is 15. There are 15 mLs in a tablespoon. So when I'm doing my math, 3 times 15 gives me 45. So my SIG sentence will begin with 45 because each tablespoon is 15. And if I have 3 of them, then I have 45 mLs. 3 times 15 is 45. My frequency is 2. BID is twice a day. My duration is 2 days. Let's try to do this right across the head. Sometimes my math is off, but hey, we'll try it. 45 times 2 is 90. 90 times 2 is 180. So for this order, I would need to dispense 180 mLs, and I would also have to transcribe this for the patient to be able to understand. So the answer would be this, broken down, something like this. And then you would have to write how many mLs would you need for this order, okay? So that's SIG sentences when you are referring to liquids.